Salve and welcome to Kingdom of Heaven, Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play by me, Robert Doji Jr. So, when we left off, we just completed the Crusade. We got the 2-in-1. We now hold the Kingdom of Jerusalem as King Bodwin, the Sword of Jesus. And, well, we're 12 years old, we're in a regency. We put the band back together, but we're trying to get those minor titles given out. And I'd like to apply them mainly to my direct vassals within the primary holdings here. So I just gotta figure out what cities are where. City of Haifa, Bishopric of Adalon. We've got City of Nablus, Bishopric of Jerusalem, Bishopric of Bethlehem, and City of Dimaker. I'm not sure. Keeper of the Swans. I guess we'll give the Keeper of the Swans to the Bishop of Jerusalem. That'll help his opinion of us. Master of the Horse, Mayor of Nablus. Master of the Hunt, Mayor of Dimaker. High Almoner, Bishop of Bethlehem, and the Cupbearer will be the Bishop of Adalon. And then Seneschal will be Bertrand, Mayor of Haifa. That should do it as far as honorary titles go. No court eunuch yet. Which is surprising, I thought we had Marud. Or was he, we were technically still Flanders when we got Marud, now that I think about it. So, he's not here. I wonder if we can invite Marud back. I mean, he helped us fight for this. No, I don't think so. Alright, but I thought it'd be interesting to kind of go over the dynasty's history, at least as who we've played as, and just kind of do a quick recap of pretty much how they were seen in life. I think we've only played as two so far. This is our uncle? Yeah. So this is our uncle, and then this is our grandfather. This is obviously who we started as. This is Eustace the First of Flanders. And we ruled pretty long with him. So from 1066, let's go to the county of Bologne. So from 1066 to 1091 we played as him, so almost 30 years. And he, you know, on his death, the epitaph kind of had them saying that like he should have been thrown in the river and killed and stuff. Now I get it. He was a cunning, kind of paranoid guy, pretty wrathful, pretty gluttonous. And pretty antagonistic with the Van Vlaanderen dynasty, who was probably a more prolific supporter of this burgeoning Dutch culture group here, but he did what he had to for his dynasty. He consolidated his lands. And then upon his death, it went to his eldest legitimate son. Of the 4 legitimate sons he had, the 3 that were still alive, it went to Eustace, our uncle. And this is kind of where syphilis started taking over. I feel like everybody started getting great pox. But he finally had a son, Rubad, so he should be carrying on the Dutch line, or the Dibuyun line up here. He was just a gardener, kind of an administrator. He did commit his troops to the First Crusade and won. Guess that kind of goes with this ambition, but he was slothful, so he kind of left that ambitions up to other people to actually fight that war for him. He was too busy gardening back in his fields in Flanders to too busy partake in the Great Holy War. And then from there, obviously, we switched over to our Crusade beneficiary, King Bodwin, the Sword of Jesus, the Crusader King in the land of Jerusalem, and we've invited our father, who is depressed and has cancer, to join us, who personally helped fight for this realm to come within our personal demesne. We've got our uncle, Arnaud of Gaines, also has syphilis, great pox. Our cousin, who's going to be heir to his holdings of Ypres and Gaines, has a giant, so that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll meet again with our kin up here. And then we've still got our marriage with the Duchess Constance of Anjou, married to that county as well. So those lands will probably end up merging with the Giant. I think he is heir to both Duchy of those two counties and Duchy of Anjou. So it'll be curious to see how that goes when Rubad takes over, and probably cause some de jure conflicts there, honestly. So we probably condemned generations of our dynasty to fight with each other by marriage, but oh well. That's not really our problem anymore. I think our number one priority here, as we get educated and come up, we've got to invest this war chest into the development of our baronies. And we've got to prepare for what can be, assuredly be a Islamic onslaught. They will try to jihad for Jerusalem now that it's in our hands. So for the Shiites, we've got until 1104. So that's about 9 years away. We have 9 years to prepare for what will probably be another jihad from them. And then the Sunni jihad is not available until 1124. So we've got about 30 years, thankfully, to prepare for that one. They already tried to jihad for Anatolia, and they lost. The Basileus Constantius IV the Depraved was able to win that war. And he's currently attacking Kaiser Heinrich of the Holy Roman Empire for a de jure war over Abruzzo. This duchy right here. That's interesting. Holy Roman Empire is pushing into North Africa, as well as Pisa. Looks like the most serene Republic of Pisa is starting to expand to the coasts of the Mediterranean, and the likes of Venice, who's also a most serene republic. I don't think there's any other king-level merchant republics right now. Oh, there's Genoa. Genoa is as well. Merchant League of Genoa, so 3 competing merchant republics that I can see. There's also Ragusa. They're just a duke level. Amalfi's duke level. And now that I think about it, I think it might be a good idea to try and get a merchant republic over here by Jerusalem. We've got these Silk Road trade routes. So maybe in time, if one of these, probably this one, because I think the trade route, no, it would make more sense for Jaffa. So if the Venetians kind of start pissing me off, I could see us revoking the Duchy of Ascalon and giving it to the city, the Torgal, the Norwegian mayor of Jaffa. But that's just thinking. Just some thinking. Iberia is pretty split. The Islamic realms are pretty factionalized or balkanized, and then the Christian lands are between Leon, Galicia, Aragon. Barcelona's kind of split as well. But France is somewhat whole. Holy Roman Empire, like I said, expanding southward. Kingdom of Sicily is kind of stuck between 2 great powers, Byzantines and the Holy Roman Empire. Pechenegs took over Hungary, so that's interesting. Georgia's doing quite well for itself, spreading the Orthodox religion. We've got Kiev and Rus converted to Orthodox. Paganism is in a pretty tough spot. I don't know, maybe we'll see like a Sumanusko revival or something, but I would be surprised. And then the Seljuks and the Ghaznavids are pretty much powerhouses. The Ghaznavids pushing east, with the Seljuks probably trying to push west, but running into stiff resistance with the Byzantines. Not much going on up here in the steppe. Mania is the horse to beat right now, so interesting stuff. I foresee our biggest problems being the Fatimids and the Seljuks, naturally, given our position here. But let's take a look at our holdings now. I think it'd be a wise idea to add to the baronies. So we've got Mirabel, Ramallah. I think we're going to build another castle here in Jerusalem, and then we're going to upgrade these ones to the best that we can. Camel riding ground. Interesting. We have camel troops. Camel cavalry, 120 camel cavalry defense plus 45%. I think as the culture changes, we'll get jousting lists. And then I think the Udremir, when we go for the Empire of the Outremer. The cultural Outremer building is jousting list as well, if I remember right. I think it belongs to that Latin group. But for now, we've got max castle town, so that's good. We'll upgrade the stables. Down here, we'll upgrade the... Yeah, we'll just go for troops right now. Looks like... Well, no, we'll go for castle town there. Castle town down here. And a castle town there. And then we'll be able to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total personal castles. I think we'll leave it at 6, and then we'll probably just build city holdings in the rest of these open slots. Well, at least in these open slots here. Try to get our tax income up. Can't change tax income during a regency or any laws, but I have to remember to do that. And it looks like Crusader Kingdom just starts off with agnatic, cognatic primogeniture. So that's a huge win. Takes a lot of effort off of us as far as like what we were trying to do up in Flanders. Alright, give our counselors a mission. Spy master. I don't really know if we need to study technology, but we don't really need to do much else either. Probably just have him try to discover any plots, just in case anyone tries to get crafty while we're in the Regency and vulnerable. Okay, I think we're good to unpause it. So, blew through about 2,000 in money right there. I am pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the county of Hebron is doing very well. People are happy and tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Nice. It's been 3 months since there was a massive holy war, but I'm glad to see they're recovering. That's excellent. My liege, I am pleased to report the success of my mission to Hebron. That was quick. Onlaf the Blessed does not mess around. He's probably in one of the Benedictine or Dominican order, if I had to guess. He looks the type. Focused on monastic studies. Rose gardens, yeah, definitely. Good job, Onlaf. This team I put together is gonna do great things. Can't even move him yet, though, so quick. Gotta wait until June. Who's this? The Fedayeen? Oh, hell no. The Fedayeen got a castle here. If we attack them, de jure war for their Ascalon holdings. Council would be on board with it. They've got no allies. It wouldn't be a holy war, so it's not like they could draw people in. Yeah, nah. We're getting them out of here. 6,000 levies. Piece of cake. There's a quote that sticks in my mind for whatever reason. It's from the Call of Duty 3 campaign. Pretty sure. And I think there's a mission in there where you play as the Polish in World War II. And you like the preamble to the mission is that you take this important hill, and then the mission is you holding it. And there's like a voiceover cinematic prior to the mission start. And it's the Polish officer or sergeant that you play with, or that you fight under. And he says, taking the hill is one thing, but now we have to hold it. And that's kind of where we're at. I use that quote a lot for whatever reason. It's just one of those random things that kind of like sticks with you. Taking Jerusalem is one thing, but now we have to hold it. I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions if the proper leverage is obtained. How do you want to proceed? Ask politely. You know, the Venetians are a bunch of schemers, but they haven't wronged us yet. We will not draw first blood here. Thank you for reminding me of my duties and obligations as your vassal. You're right, of course. For the foreseeable future, you have my promise. Nice, very good. We'll disband these troops. There's no army to be seen yet. We've sieged the castle and taken it. The Arg of La Forbie. A funny name. Keep hearing change, like gold coins being siphoned off. The region, it doesn't seem. He doesn't seem like someone that would be deceitful or greedy. So I don't know what all those coins leave that coin changing sounds coming from. But oh, is this the Fedayeen? Yes, it is. 220, huh? So the Fatimid Revolt War, 68% favor of Caliph Alam. Oh, there's the Fedayeen. Muster our troops again. We have a great defensive bonus in the county of Acre. He will get there on the 15th in 2 days. Let's get our defenders to hold the line. We'll have our dad with cancer and depression hold the center. That's a very safe decision. He's got great defense stats, though. Humbert to the left, or, well, his left, our right. 51% defense, and Battlefield Terrain Master with our Uncle Joffrey. Let's get it. Alright, move a little faster, fellas. Come on. There we go. Jeez. Nard was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Get wrecked, Nard. That's 100%. Let's see if they want Nard back or not. Does not look like they want him. Execute Nard. Since Nard is so insignificant, no one will care. Damn, that's kind of harsh. I really don't want to. I think we'll just release him. You can go back. We just wanted... Uh-oh. We wanted control over our now de jure lands. We're not trying to execute any nobles. He didn't do anything that seemed to cause offense personally, so try to be chivalrous down here, you know. News from China. After years of constant warfare and battles involving hundreds of thousands of soldiers, the Jurchens finally stand triumphant. The decisive battle was fought near Datong. The Jurchen Kaghan now sits upon the dragon throne as Emperor Yongzhi Jianshu, founder of a new dynasty. However, China is likely to suffer unrest for many years to come. The Jurchens sound dangerous. Yongzhi dynasty. That's true, now that I think about it. Now that we're in the Levant, we probably have some form of communication with the dragon itself. The Emperor likes Kermaztans, dislikes Balto-Slavic cultures. Interesting. Might be wise to try and curry favor with the Jade Dragon. Okay, can we move him now? We'll move him to Ecker. Change. Looks like we don't have any control or... Yeah, our best nest candidate, not even close to... Holy... This guy is a machine! No, it was a week, dude. What kind of connections do you have down here, Onlaf? He's on a mission from God, literally. He's scarred? Oh, jeez. He's like, I will convert these provinces by any means necessary, King Bodwin. Don't you worry. I am a genius celibate hunchback scarred monk who is just and scholarly, but also kind of slothful and envious. Dang, I wish Castamere could fabricate claims like you can convert counties. That is wild. Alright. 18 May of this year, I can move him again. that in mind. Sunni rebels have risen up in Ascalon, led by a militant imam. If not swiftly crushed, this revolt could spread like wildfire. Accursed infidels. So the Sunni uprising has declared Jerusalemite Sunni revolt on King Baldwin, sword of Jesus. We'll muster in Jerusalem. Oh. Maybe we won't. Alright, I think we'll have our defenders once again try to hold the line here. Humbud's got 51%. My father's got 41%, and Joffrey's got 75%. Yeah, we'll move Humbert here, then my dad there, and Joffrey, my uncle, there. Get everybody trying to help out. We're in the hills fighting. Nice. Reinforcements have arrived. Yeah, taking Jerusalem is one thing. Now we gotta hold it. Wonder if Ascalon... No, it doesn't have like a heretic stronghold or anything. So... let their morale regenerate a bit. And then we'll have our father, I think, lead the advance with morale damage plus 20%. Cruel is good there. Mounted... oh, Eberhard, he does not mess around. Have him on the right flank. Morale damage plus 19. And then Humbert on the left. Humbert, my dad, Bodwin, and Eberhard on the flanks. Let's get it. Easy peasy. At age 60, your grandmother Judith de Normandy died a natural death. She was married to Roger of Sicily. Interesting. So, their first daughter is my mom, Queen Mother Matilda of Jerusalem. Matilda de Hauteville, okay. She's the one I married to Bodwin. And then they had a son named me, so I'm from de Bouillon and de Hauteville. Interesting. Yeah, that rebellion swiftly crushed. Disband them. Piety, prestige, and Catholic moral authority, that's good. Well, you unfortunately did rise against me, so... to the gallows. Does the Kaiser still have his anti-pope up? No. Benedictus XI is, good. So that anti-papal war might have won, or he deposed them or something, but nice. Yeah, the Pope would grant an invasion of the Holy Roman Emperor. He must hate him. That's funny. Oh, the Pope seems to really like me. Enough that he would at least give me he'd allow me to grant... he would grant this, request in the Duchy of Galilee. We could yoink that from her. I don't really have cause to. They're not being a problem. They fought and bled for the faith just as much as I did. But the Venetians, we'll see how things go with them. The Ziani dynasty. So this civil war with the Fatimids is probably about to end. 93% favor of Caliph Alam. And then... blood of Abdullah. During the tumultuous years of the Abbasid Caliphate, the Fatimids rose up in Africa and established their own caliphate under Abdullah ibn Hussein Fatimid. Interesting. Well, when this civil war ends, I would not be surprised if the Fatimids try something. Try, like, holy warring their way into Jerusalem or something, but... ideally, what I'd like to do is get these de jure counties we're missing. We've got the entire Duchy of Outre-Jourdain and the County of Safed. So... I'm just hesitant to go to war with a rebellion that might collapse while we're in the middle of our war and then ruin our claim. What is that change sound? Why is it doing that? What expenses do we have? None. A daughter was born to Hranislav Svakic and Kepeka Vokar named Petra. Nice. Hranislav having a kid who is sickly. Castle town and stables and castle all finished. Nice. I've learned that if I put my mind to something, I will usually get it. I was just born stubborn. Well, not the best pickup from Willful. But I'll take stewardship. The vassal opinion kind of hurts, but you know, if we're gonna survive in the conditions like this, I feel like we need a stubborn ruler. Someone willing to say, you know, never give up the fight. Just make sure my guardian is still my father. Want to try to get that martial education, get our levies up as much as possible. Beit Nuba, Barony of Beit Nuba. Castle walls there. Jerusalem has maxed out Castle Town now. Cheapest upgrade we could get is Training Grounds. Barony of Ramallah, rather. Get barracks. Here we'll probably go for the barracks as well. And here we'll get castle fortifications. Start with the cheapest upgrades and work our way up. We're making decent money here. Fatimid Civil War is over. Caliph Alam the Terrible has consolidated power once more throughout his realm and is defending against King Basileus of Makuria in the Makurian Adab vassalization war. His name is Basileus. King Basileus of Makuria. He's attacking Countess Petronia of Adab in Makuria, which is the single. And the Fatimids are helping her. She has an alliance with them. Permanent suzerain. Oh, I didn't even see that. Interesting, okay. Looks like the Abbasid Miaphysite Abyssinia is still here. Which is good for our achievement prospects if going for something like Prester John is still within the possibilities. Abyssinia is held on. They're attacking King Ugbe of Axum in the Abyssinian Holy War for Gondor. Maybe they call it. Gondor calls for aid. Ethiopian Jews. Oh, I think, yeah, you have the Ark of the Covenant. Yep. That'd be sick. We should, try to find a way to get that. Our total levies right now are about 6,700, almost 8,000. They have a total of about 11,000. By the time he's fully reinforced, probably like 13,000. I've been having these special feelings for a special someone lately. The strange urges to find myself embraced and close to another person. If only I could find myself alone with the carpenter's daughter, the farrier's apprentice. No, I had better keep these thoughts for myself. You know, we're gonna need heirs if we're gonna survive down here, so I think we'll go for the carpenter's daughter. Even if I am uncouth. Commander! Oh no. Who'd we lose? I guess we'll go for Arcambod, Bishop of Adelon. Who has a 0 mark. Okay, never mind. Not gonna make it Hranislav. Jeez, these guys have no combat modifiers. Make it Edward, Bishop of Jerusalem. At least he's got morale damage. He is weak, though. Only 3 martial. Did my... Oh, my dad died. That is terrible. No, he didn't. Oh, he left the realm. I'll have to invite him back. Because my mother inherited the Duchy of Sicily? What? Oh, past me was making massive plays with the marriage game, and we weren't even planning for it. Felicia created the... Queen Felicia of Sicily created this, granted it to Roger, my mom's dad, my maternal grandfather. He ends up dying in battle, and then his son, my uncle, on my maternal side, inherits it. And he gets wrecked by cancer, which leaves my mom next in line, because my uncle is frocked. So now, my Norman mom has Sicily, which means I will inherit the Duchy of Sicily and the County of Palermo when she dies. This is a windfall for sure. Really, southern Italy was a launching point for a lot of the Christians as they would leave for the Crusades. Southern Italy got massively wealthy as being a sort of intermediary for troops going to the Near East and whatnot. We can kind of use Sicily as like a rear operating base, sort of, to project power into the Levant. All by circumstance. That's huge. That's also 30 minutes, so not a lot in this one, just a lot of recapping, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.